Bonsoir. So the King of Swords is the message here. King of Swords is logical, honest, leads with clarity and truth. So that's the message I'm getting. So let's get into it and see what this is about. Hang on. Let's get these ones and see what today's message is about for the collective. What is the energy around this collective right now, please? Pets. Getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. So you could be having issues with your pets right now. They're either acting distant from you or extra clingy, or you could just be finding animals are very drawn to you at the moment. Doesn't have to be your own. I just heard bears, water sign. So you could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but very deep emotions. And in tarot, water signs are months. No, it's not the right time. Okay. I feel like you're about to get clarity about a situation. Maybe this full moon that we just had, you released something that you've been holding on to for a long time, something that really had a hold of your emotions for a long time, and you finally felt free. Like you've broken free from the emotions and you're seeing a situation or a person more clearly now. Moving. So maybe this could also be, because that's to confirm pets, you could have lived with someone that you shared a pet with and you had to leave that pet when you moved away. Or I just heard as well, you could even be trying to figure out how to move with a pet. It's hard, like how it's hard to find somewhere to rent that will allow pets. I heard that specifically. Or if unfortunately you've just lost a pet. For some reason I just heard a stray. So you might have just had a stray animal come into your life that you've adopted. Like say a dog or a cat or something came into your home. You've just moved. It's like I'm seeing you taking in a stray animal and making it your pet. That's very specific. All right, water sign. It's like you're in a new area and an animal that you don't know approaches you. I'm hearing familiar as well. You know how witches have an animal familiar? That's what I'm getting. Water sign. Health issues could arise. So maybe as well, if you're, especially for that to confirm water sign, which is deep emotions, it could also be that there's someone connected to you that's a water sign that you care deeply about that is going through health issues right now. But if this is you, it could be something that has been, like maybe you received news to do with something health-wise that has made you quite emotional. No, it's not the right time. Move on. Someone is unavailable, of waste of time. It's over. With yes, luck is on your side on the bottom. So you've got no and yes. It feels to me almost like how I said in the beginning, you've got clarity about a situation. You're either seeing a situation or a person more clearly now, and you've let go of some things that really weighed you down emotionally when it came to this. And it could have even been that it caused real mental health issues for you because of, like, you know how they say people can actually die from a broken heart? It's got that kind of vibe to it. Like you had a lot of emotions tied to a person or a situation. I'm thinking it's more a person that you had to move away from, because you've got moving and move away. And there is something about pets here. But luck is on your side. So it might even feel a bit like, what does it mean for me if I let this go? Even though it's like you want to be happy, you want to feel freedom from this situation, but then there's the fear of like, if I really let this go or let this person go, will I be okay? Especially if you've got a lot of emotions that has affected, mental health would be a big thing with that. So anxiety, panic attacks, depression, all that kind of stuff that really is tied into your emotions here. Can I get one more, please? That was caution. Find out more information, but don't overwork yourself. Manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. Pick it up. 555 on the timer. So this could actually be something that you've manifested in, as in, say you've sat with your spirit team, your angels, you've told the universe, please help me let go of this person. Please help me move on from them. And please help me release all these emotions that cause me anxiety, cause me grief when it comes to this situation. And if you ask, you shall receive. I feel like there is something significant about something you've released over this full moon when it comes to a situation where you had to move away from something that was hurting you mentally and emotionally, potentially physically too. All right, let's get some more information then. Okay, so universe, what is this message, please? Can we get more information on this situation for the collective? What is this message about, please? Archer. Number 1. Careful aim, on target, shoot, go-to guy or gal, direct, quick, precise, focus, matchmaker, implement a strategy. Tower. Number 19 and 6, so the 19th of June could be a significant memory of this situation and this person. But this is about standing alone and being guided. It's also about government, institutions, experience, hierarchy, legal systems, erudite, ego, tall. You could be tall, this person could be tall, and corporations. Number 30 and the letter K, and the number 23 and the letter A. So the letters A and K and A can might be important here, but you've got the butterfly. This to me feels like you're going through a period of time where you are being redirected towards something that is going to have longevity in your life, be it career, just personal development, especially when it comes to emotions. But I think you releasing whatever this is making space for you to experience something new. As well, you might be about to venture on something new educational wise, so you might be wanting to develop things, learning something new, something that you want to achieve at, and establish a new start for yourself. And it works imperfectly because then the last card is butterfly. You're going through a metamorphosis, so it could very well be that whatever this ambition you have towards this new experience, it's helping or has helped you, if you're already going through this, mature and really develop in whatever it is that you want to do. I think it could even be as well that you yourself can feel that you're rising up right now and that you're ready to reinvent yourself, which makes sense to how I was feeling. Like you've asked the universe for this. You've been trying to manifest a new beginning for yourself, manifest new experiences in your life, and wanting to reinvent yourself and being open to new experiences coming towards you, not being closed off and wanting to be open to opportunities that may come up. And this is a time for you to be open and to embrace the changes that are happening around you. And it could also be that through this time alone, especially with this Tower, you've been guided through this time alone so that you can embrace the change within you and the evolution of your soul. So yeah, 1, 19, 6, 30, and 23. Okay, Archer. I just heard as well, things are about to move very quickly. So if you've been wanting to go towards something career-wise, it's about to really take off for you. Or will be soon. Archer. The World. But this is also in this deck, Saturn, the regulator. So the World is also about completion of a cycle. I really think that you've gone through an evolution, not just of your soul, but in your physical world as well. And you've been rising up. And now I'm actually hearing the time is now. And you're in the process of integrating all the lessons that you've learned, and you're completing a cycle. This is another card of achievement as well. Number 8, the 1st of August. Governing time and matter, structure, commitments and boundaries, integration and restriction. So maybe that's another thing. Maybe you've been very disciplined in how you've been approaching certain things in your life, and part of your evolution has been to be more open-minded to the world around you and to new experiences and opportunities. Tower. Third person under the Tower. So this could be as well, number 18. This could be a situation where a third party was the reason for the Tower in this situation with this person that you are now trying to move on from, that you feel like wasted your time and isn't available. And I just heard as well, feeling like you only had you to back yourself. So when this person hurt you, and whoever this third party is, be it family, friends, work, it's like I'm hearing this person didn't have your back. So you had to have your own back. You had to stand alone and rebuild your life on your own without any help. And whoever this person or situation is that got in the middle of this person you're trying to move on from or have moved on from, I feel as though there is something about this outside, like third party, that is about to be revealed here. Perhaps even you finding out that they have received some kind of karmic justice for meddling in your business. Karmic retribution. King of Fire. So you could be an Aries, or that person connected to you could be. But this is within 7 days. And that's to confirm the Lily. So there is something that has been developing over time that you're about to, within the next 7 days, be I'm actually hearing kind of what's done in the dark always comes to light. It's almost like the achievement is you finding out that there has been karmic justice, or karmic justice has played out for you, and you're about to find that out in the next week. But this is also the Emperor. So I think you've been very strong in your values and the way that you've handled yourself during this time, and also your ambition towards where you want your life to go. The Emperor is, you have the Emperor and the Empress, and they're that power couple, and they're very, the Emperor is very independent and he's a leader. The springtime could have been very significant for your evolution. Also, March 22nd to April 21st, ruling planet Mars. If you're not an Aries, or your person's not an Aries, it could even be that that's heavily in your chart, even if it's your rising sign or your moon, whatever. But this is something that this is coming in fast. This isn't something that, even if it's felt like it's taken a long time for you to get this information, it's about to come to your table. And perhaps an Aries, an Emperor, is going to be the one to deliver that news. Butterfly. That was tornado. I think a tornado's ripped through someone's life. Yeah, messenger, sorry. The letter A again. So the letter A is important here. Memories. For that to confirm butterfly as well, yeah, see, a new event or happening. I think something's about to come to your table that is, it's going to be in your favor. It's not something that's going to devastate you. I think it's going to, when you find out, it's almost like you're going to see how far you've come, because for the longest time, maybe you wanted these people or this person to receive karma for what they did to you. But now when you find out, it's almost like you've reached a point of not caring anymore. And you're going to remember how you felt, but it's almost like you're just going to observe it and not feel any kind of way about it. And that in itself is going to show you how you have evolved. Yeah, allow, trust in divine timing, the element of spirit. You've reached that 0 point energy where you're feeling different. You're not spiteful, you're not angry, you're not in pain, you're just balanced. You're not going to care. Yeah, I knew that was going to come out, the whip. So this is someone or someone's, especially with this third party, that's just did nothing but create repetitive arguments, abusive, just the same thing over and over again, just constant fighting, never learning their lessons, and always creating tension and problems and not learning from it. And I think that's something that you've evolved past that. It's almost as if perhaps this person's coming back around and you're going to see them as someone that isn't emotionally available to you, especially if you've come so far in your soul's evolution. For someone to, what's that saying? Oh, hopefully it'll come to me. But they're about to re-enter your life again, and you're going to just feel like, that's not what I want anymore. It's kind of that, if you can't meet me where I'm at, then that's it for us. And I think as well, you may have been angry with this person for a long time. Yeah, okay, so Firefly, 1111. So something's about to be illuminated for you, but this is also about chemistry and self-discovery, your soul spark. You might have been receiving light codes. This is says fire as well, but creative spark, someone exceptional. I actually just heard someone sees you as someone exceptional, but are they ready to meet you where you're at in your evolution? The chemistry's there though. the letter K. So K and A are significant initials. And under that full moon, you've got Virgo season. So you could very well be a Virgo. If you're not, the person connected to you might be. But there is something, this connection, I think, woke up your magic. Even if you were, when you were with this person, had some degree of like spirituality and you believed in magic and all that stuff. But the pain of what happened here really set you on the path to finding your magic within. And something around this last full moon that we've had, the last full moon of the year, might have illuminated a lot of things for you that helped you release a lot of the pain that you'd been holding on to for a long time with this person. But you too could also resonate with the whole star seed, indigo children, those kinds of labels, I want to say. But your intuition right now is peaking. And it might be that you're feeling something coming, or maybe this full moon, the way your emotions and what you just released has made you feel like something energetically is about to change, which it is. Hang on. I just want to get a couple more because I really feel like there's been some things, quite a few things that you've gone through in your life that have led you to this moment in time, especially seeing this 1111 here at the end. You've got 34 and the letter K again. So you've got K twice and A 3 times. So, and the letter J is here as well. So those could be significant initials. But this fish is all about money and investments. And I feel as though you're being called to invest in yourself, or you have actively been investing in yourself for some time now, and you are about to see the fruits of your labor. But I still very strongly feel like something's about to cross your table that is going to show you that you've received some kind of karmic justice here when it comes to a certain situation that you're just going to feel indifferent about. But let me just get a couple more. $2323, look up that angel number. Foreign affairs, that's interesting. You've got island here. So foreign affairs, solo, isolation, standoffish, separate, estranged, lonely, independent, refuge, protected. Okay, so the bear, the 15th of October could be important. Element of earth, so this says unlikely things are stuck, but I actually think that you might even be feeling like things are stuck right now, but the reality is that something's about to shift significantly for you. Number 5, balance, being centered, those stepping stones that help you feel complete. And especially with that world card, I really feel as if you're coming to completion with something right now. And then you've got yarn, number 23. There is a complicated situation here. And I actually feel as well, whoever this person is, whatever this information that's about to come across, you might be about to get communication from someone you haven't heard from for a long time. And they're going to explain to you all the hassles that they've been dealing with, all the things that have kept them tangled up, which is why you haven't heard from them. But it's almost like all those things that have kept them tied up this whole time is unraveling. And in that unraveling, it's about to re-enter your energy again. Maybe more info needed, and that's reminding me of that caution. Find out more information, but don't overwork yourself. the overall feeling I'm getting from this is that you're going to feel differently about a situation, whether it's because of the information that you're about to receive, or like I said before, when you're feeling like for the longest time, when you're so angry and frustrated about a situation, maybe even that you felt strung along by someone, time passing is not an apology, but it could have been that so much time has passed that when you find out something, you just don't care anymore. And it's not because an apology or a explanation isn't warranted here, but it's like you've surpassed it. You've found balance and you've done the work and continue to do the work. Whatever it is that's going to come up, it's going to help you feel like, I've come so far from this now. If anything, it's that vibe of like, you've come so far and you've spent this time in no contact with someone, really learning and growing and evolving. Then when they come back into your energy, you're going to see how little they've grown, and you're just going to be like, I've moved beyond this now, and you're still stuck in the same shit. Like, that's not what I want for myself. That's what I'm getting here. And it's just a indifference. Let's get a bit more information on this connection. I'll get these ones actually. Can we get a bit more information on this connection, please? Eclipse. We don't have any more eclipses this year, I don't think. We're done. But maybe around eclipse season, so August, September, or even I think July to September was eclipse season maybe. But you went through a reset here. But this is this connection. I think there's been a reset in this connection. There's been some big shifts in your life and perhaps this person's life that you can't see yet. It could even be that this person had these sudden epiphanies, these revelations about what needs to happen here. There's been some kind of big energy shift that is creating a reset in whatever this connection is. Forgiveness, I'm sorry. This is exactly what I'm saying. I think that the reset that this person is having is perhaps they thought for the longest time that if they just kept leaving things, that it would, like sweeping it under the rug, that they wouldn't have to deal with it. But all the time knowing that you really deserve an apology here. They want forgiveness. They are certainly sorry about something, and you would know what that is, or at least what you're wanting or expecting an apology for. And magic. There is magic in the air when it comes to whatever this connection is, but also there has been a shift in this person's energy when it comes to your magic. So if you have memories of them mocking you or thinking that you were silly because you saw the magic in life, or you are quite spiritual and they thought it was all woo-woo and all that kind of stuff, something has shifted with that, and that could have even been the apology that you deserved, that they didn't believe in you, because they do now, especially if they're seeing you thriving and doing well. Eclipse. Father wounds, of course. I shouldn't roll my eyes. Earth. So earth signs are important here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but this is something that these unexpected shifts that happened around eclipse season was necessary to ground whatever's about to come in for you. And wisdom, for that to confirm forgiveness, this person has they've wised up to their behavior, to what they've done here. And for that to come out with father wounds, that could even be why they were so stuck in their 3D reality and not believing in the magic of this connection, or believing in your magic, because of their own father wounds that needed healing. But they've been gaining wisdom. Star seed on the bottom. traveling soul, abilities and gifts, and galactic being. So again, the magic, that supernatural energy that is, it's like there's no such thing as coincidences. Every little synchronicity you see, every little guiding light that you feel drawn to, it's all, there's a purpose for it. Fate, it's written in the stars. Written in the stars blueprint. This was always in you, this connection was always fated to go through certain pains, to come back together, different people. And that could be part of the whole time passing thing. Not because this person doesn't want your forgiveness or doesn't owe you an apology, but it's like you're so beyond it now. Yeah, the betrayal. This person left you feeling betrayed. There was a lot of deceit, lies. This person had a lot of secrets that that perhaps you even called them on, but they weren't copping to it at the time. And that's part of the forgiveness they want. Third eye chakra, and starseed wants to come out, and full moon. We just had the full moon. Okay, I just want to get some of these unspoken messages to see what this actual, what hasn't been said here. What was that? Hang on. Okay, so earth and wisdom fell on the floor, so those are important. All right, so what is it that hasn't been said here? Actually, no, first I want to get this person's intentions. What are their thoughts when it comes to you, their thoughts and feelings? What is this person's thoughts and feelings when it comes to this collective? Inner turmoil, number 63, doubting and questioning their decisions, fight between the mind and the heart, feeling worried, conflicted, agitated, and unhappy with their life's choices. I am bound physically, mentally, and spiritually. I feel there is no way out from where I am. I feel imprisoned because of my own doing. I'm trying to fight my inner demons, but it's just so difficult at times. New beginning, that's good. We need to let go of our issues and work through our struggles by recognizing what went wrong and how we played a part in it. I love you too much to let you go. Let's start anew. Fresh start with an open mind. And perhaps that's the other thing. Maybe you thought that you would never let this person back into your life after what had happened here and the way things transpired, especially with that betrayal card. But maybe enough time has passed now that when this person approaches you and they say what they have to say, you'll actually be surprised with how open you are to giving them an opportunity. That could be what shocks you. Knowing where you lacked in the past and using that to create success, allowing yourself to accept changes that might bring good things to you. Number 46. Aries. That's the second time Aries has come out, so that's important. In that other deck, you got the Emperor, and that was Aries. The Emperor is an Aries card, so that's an important sign here, so don't make it fit. I was impulsive, irrational, and selfish. I pushed this connection to its breaking point. I'm sorry for causing so much conflict in our lives. That's that forgiveness and that apology. They are very aware of the damage they've caused here. They're in inner turmoil over it. Passionate, driven, energetic, restless, leader, ambitious, but impulsive, impatient, aggressive, mood swings, and angers easily. And that's that rage card. This person's anger was a big issue for them, and I think that they're aware of it, but it's not just about becoming self-aware. It's like, okay, you know that about yourself, so what are you going to do now to remedy that so you don't do that to someone you love again? It's your responsibility to heal. glow up. So that's part of the inner turmoil too. If they've seen you glow up and they're feeling shame and remorse and regret for how they treated you, and they're seeing how well you're doing, their thought process, why would this person ever forgive me? Will this person even give me the time of day? We'll see. I'll get the unspoken messages after that and after this and see what they want to say. I'm working on myself every day. I hope to improve spiritually and emotionally to become a better person that deserves you. I am slowly moving forward in my life and I hope to reunite with you one day. With mentally materialistic. So maybe they thought you were materialistic at one point in time, like nothing, they didn't have enough to offer you. I'm not feeling fulfilled in my life, therefore I'm chasing money and status as a way to increase my self-worth. I also feel I'm not equipped to handle our connection and I rather focus on what I can control. Right, last one. 31 and 26. Time, divine timing, but I also think that, again, time passing is not an apology. So if this person approaches you and they kind of want to sugarcoat or, sweep the past under the rug, then they're not ready to take accountability. But I think they're definitely going over how long it's been since you two have talked. I want to take action towards you. I want to talk with you, be with you and feel you. Please be patient, my love. I will come back to you in divine timing. But I keep hearing, this is TikTok, but I'm hearing TikTok. Like this person is it's heavily on their mind how much time is taking them to come back around to you. Believes union will happen when it needs to, so that's good. They believe you two can be together again. The universe is placing people, things, and challenges into your life when you can handle them. Believe that everything in life happens at exactly the right moment. And then you've got illusions on the bottom. Number 43, my obsessive thinking got the best of me. I allowed my emotions and others to control and dictate my actions towards our connection. I finally understand I need to trust my intuition. All right, so let's see what it is they want to say, these unspoken messages. And then we'll get advice for you. What does this person want to say, please? I'm grateful for everything you've taught me. I desire you in ways I can't explain, and I love you, but I can't say it out loud. I think this person still has a lot of fear when it comes to actually approaching you, but then at the same time, they're so in their head about how much time has passed here. I feel like you never truly listened to me, so maybe that's something to do with, it is to do with communication. And perhaps I'm even hearing that they remember you to have quite a bite to you but you've got to remember there's betrayal, there's lies, there's secrets. So if this person had a way of talking in circles or trying to talk their way out of things and you would cut right through it and go, I don't need all that bullshit story, what is the truth? And they found that quite cutting because they were so used to being able to talk themselves out of things. But I feel like maybe perhaps they felt like you always listened to what they'd say, but you already had made up in your mind how you were going to respond rather than really trying to understand what they're saying. I desire you in ways I can't explain. You left me with unanswered questions, but that's the funny thing. That's what they've done to you because they're the ones wanting forgiveness here. I love you, but I can't say it out loud. I haven't given up on us yet, which we know that. I dream of a future where we're together. And I just want to grab these ones as well. And then we're going to get advice for you. Spoiling you. I want to give you the good life. I want to spoil you with gifts and trips, everything you could ever need or want. You deserve nothing less. Attention of others. I'm addicted to the attention of others. I love feeling wanted and needed. I don't feel whole without it. So that's again as well the opinions of others. So if there's someone that's quite attracted to the spotlight, or they get validation from feeling like, I'm hearing class clown, someone that acts silly and likes getting that attention from just being like loud and in your face. That's the vibe I'm getting. This person didn't value what they had at home. They needed more from like outside sources, and that could have been part of the betrayal that you felt, because it's like, why isn't my love enough for you? But feeling lost, I'm trying to make this work, but I feel so lost. I don't know what to do or say anymore, and it's easier to just stay in silence. So that's what they've been doing, staying in silence. And I don't think they trust anyone around them to say that they love you still or want to be with you, because those are the same people that their opinions that they listen to. It's on. Okay, so it's on. I see you looking, this is the glow up thing. I see you looking good and moving on. I don't care who you're talking to. I'm better. I will compete for you. So it's there in this, like, I just keep hearing the word conundrum. On one hand, they're staying silent because they don't know how to speak to you, but then at the same time, they want to fight for you. So it's a bit confusing. Your perfection. Wow. So you've got spoiling you, it's on, and your perfection. This person just, they have you on a pedestal. Your beauty amazes me. I'm not sure how I attracted someone like you. So as well, if they always felt like you were out of their league, and maybe even people around them kind of implied that you were too hot for them or whatever, and that always made them insecure, and maybe that's what led them to needing attention from others, because they wanted to feel like they wanted to feel like the prize, like they didn't want to feel like you had one up on them by being the more attractive one, so to speak, in the relationship. But I think they're reflecting on how they didn't appreciate the beautiful person they had. Even if they said they appreciated you, their actions reflected otherwise. It's definitely something that plays on their mind. And as well, I think insecurities around the kind of attention you would get because you're so attractive. Showing out, I'm acting like I don't care about what's happened between us, but I do. I just want to appear unbothered and not the right time. I'm overwhelmed with responsibilities. I don't have the time or energy for a relationship. Okay, let's get advice for you then. I'm not going to get a timing card because I don't think this person's like, there's movement yet. I think this person's still very stuck in their head about this, but I do think that something is coming. But I just keep noticing, sorry, it's on the top of the pile that says Aries. Aries is significant here, whether it's sun, moon, rising for either of you, and or someone close to them who is that sign, whose opinions they listen to. But Aries is heavily in this reading. It's definitely something that has affected this relationship. All right, so what is your advice for this collective, please? Knight of Swords, quick communication, rapid action, harsh words, reckless, intelligent, confidence. I'm actually seeing that as my mind's going in a few different directions. It's like I just said I don't think they're coming in yet, but then at the same time, I do feel like something's about to cross your table. So maybe they're going to reach out in some way, shape or form. It's going to feel very impulsive to you. But I think they're saying your advice is to really sit back and remember who you are sit in that confidence and that intellect that you have that tells you. It's a combination of intuition and intellect, and knowing how to express how you feel without being harsh, because swords are very mental and they're very logical and they're honest, but it can be brutally honest. So I feel like there's something about your quick responses that's a bit like you need to pause and listen and actually truly listen to what this person's trying to say before reacting. Because I think that your mind works quite quickly and your responses are real quick, and this person doesn't feel understood, and this might be a test for you to actually try to hear what this person is saying, and even if you misinterpret what they're saying, to ask for clarification, or to not take it personally when they feel like they can't get their words out properly, especially if they know you to be quite a good communicator and you're very clear and concise, and they struggle with that. If they're falling over their words and you want to just kind of fill the spaces, just stop and allow them to figure it out and get out what they need to say. And as well, if you remember this person to be quite reckless and impulsive, and they are coming across wanting to rush things with you again, just remembering to use your logic in that situation. Six of Pentacles, equal give and take. Giving and receiving, sharing, charity, generosity, options, loan, balance, gift, reaching out. So you've got 2 cards of reaching out here. But again, because this person's heavily on the wanting forgiveness and needing to apologize, I think that they know, and your advice is to not overgive to this person again because they've come back. You need to see that effort reciprocated because it wasn't reciprocated in the past. Justice. That's way too many. 10 of Wands. So this might feel like a burden to you. 3 of Cups. And the High Priestess. Trust your intuition. I think that when this comes in, it's going to feel like a burden to you because this is stuff that you've been working on for a long time. And 3 of Cups can be about reunion, but it's also, again, third-party situation. I don't think whoever this interference was or is, they're still in this person's energy. They're not gone yet. So that to me also reflects that this is a permanent fixture. So a mother, a sibling, a best friend. And if this person still has your person's ear, their opinions still, they're too impressionable, and this is still an issue here. So I think them wanting to come in and rush things, it's going to make you feel burdened because you know that this situation isn't cleared up yet. They haven't cleared this third party blockage yet. And as well, I'm seeing it as perhaps starting out as friends first and not rushing things here, but to trust your intuition when it comes to this, because they really, secrets were an issue in the past. And if you're sensing that you're not getting the whole story or something feels off about it, trust that. Because until they being fully upfront and honest with you, you're going to sense those hidden truths, and you're just going to constantly poke and prod because you want the whole story. This person has to be willing to come in and be honest. So you can only control you and your reaction. And if your body, if your mind, if your intuition's telling you that you're not getting the whole story, trust that. And you can just say to them, I don't think that I'm not comfortable with this right now, and I need more time, and I think that there's more that to the story that you're not revealing yet, and I'm not comfortable with this communication right now. What is the outcome, please? Two of Wands. Five of Cups, yeah. So if this gets rushed, you will end up feeling lost again and sadness from this, because this is about breakup, separation, betrayal, more betrayal. The Knight of Swords rushes, and if you let this be rushed again, then you will end up regretting it. Two of Wands, if you see reciprocated effort, if this person, you need proof that this person's willing to put in the effort. And if you can see that they're making the right decisions, they're willing to travel to you, they're willing to plan and move forward in a healthy way, and see them putting in the effort, that's what you require to give this another chance. Ten of Wands. Knight of Pentacles, Virgo. So I think that I really feel like the Ten of Wands is reflecting that there needs to be hard work put in, effort put in. If this person is willing to put in the hard work and walk away from these influences, these third-party situations, if you both have patience with each other and put in that hard work, then and persist with working on it, it actually can, Ace of Wands, you can have a fresh beginning here. That passion of a new relationship, but there is success here. And as well, it could be you collaborating with this for that to confirm Three of Cups, it could be actually the two of you collaborating on a creative project for your future. So actually having a business together or working on something together. High Priestess. Eight of Wands. So there's a lot with Five of Swords on the bottom. Mind games, lack of intimacy, deception, playing to win, victory at all costs, silence. I think the advice here is basically you're going to know that this isn't right. You're going to know that this person still has significant influences in their life that can cause problems for this connection. And until they can clear that out, all the apologies in the world aren't going to matter unless their behaviour's changed and the people that they go to for advice are not influencing their behaviour anymore. So it can come in quickly, and you might not have heard from this person in a long time, but you're going to know that this isn't right. And it's going to be, they could even communicate on social media. Let me just get one more for the outcome. If you trust your intuition, I think that you're going to see a lot of fast movement for other areas of your life afterwards. That's going to be confirmation that you did the right thing by not jumping into something again. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles, exactly. If you trust your intuition and you know that this isn't, either that it's not the right person or it's just not the right time, if you trust that and believe in your team, you will be rewarded. Ten of Pentacles it's financial security, it's creating a legacy, it's wealth. With Judgment on the bottom, there's so much about reunion here though. And Ten of Pentacles can be marriage. But I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing it as you being tested with this communication. And it's almost like your indifference to them is going to make you see how far you've come and how much you don't want to repeat those cycles in your life anymore because you've come this far. this person coming in is going to make you feel like they want to rush things with you. And then if you just take a beat and remember that if it's meant to be, it doesn't need to be rushed. If you walk away from this, so to speak, you've got big achievements coming, and that's another Virgo card. So you could be a Virgo, but I think that you're going to go through a massive rebirth, and there's going to be all this abundance that comes in, other manifestations that are meant for you, because I think this person still has a long way to go on their healing. There's still third parties involved in this, and until they go through that ascension and really clear out those things, that negative pattern will repeat. So again, the apology doesn't matter if the behavior doesn't change. So if you see it for what it is and you walk away, and it's not that you can't hope for reunion further down the track, but they need to do the work here, and perhaps you walking away from them will push them to do the work and see the lesson. But this judgment period is really going to, I think, push you forward in life, accelerate your stuff, but also throw them into the awakening that they desperately need to go through. Okay, I'm not going to keep going because I really don't feel like there's anything more to be said about this. We'll just get a divine door. Actually, first I'll get you an animal, a spirit animal, for your current energy. The panther, wow. Look at those eyes. Ferocious. Again, I still think that to hear this person out and let them try to get out what they want to say and have empathy towards it and really listen. But by doing that, you will know how to move forward, because by listening, your intuition will guide you. Where's the panther? Annihilation of the unnecessary. Purging. The panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnant. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us toward more fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. Trust that the panther's journey always leads to a brighter place. When in balance, brave and productive. When out of balance, self-destructive. To bring into balance, get rid of the unnecessary. I think that you're going to want to rush things with this person, kind of like, oh my God, they're finally back, this is reunion and all that. But you're going to realize after communicating with them that they need to still grow. There's a lot of growing still to be done on their side, and it might make you feel like you're losing in this situation by walking away. But then at the same time, there's this inner knowing that's like, when they are truly ready for me, I will know it. My gut will tell me it's now. I won't be anxious. I won't feel this need to rush things. And that will be your sign. Okay. And as well, it might devastate this person that you walk away. But in that devastation, they're going to be pushed to grow. And so they, in time, will see that they needed that rejection to force them into their healing. Birthing a new life for yourself, and also pushing this person to birth a new life for themselves. Another gateway appears in view. New life is unfolding with blessings to you, and that's that Ten of Pentacles. When you see this for what it is and you walk away and want better for yourself, want more for yourself, you have all these blessings coming to you. Ten of Pentacles is just, wow, very abundant, very, very happy, very secure. And it will make sense to you later when all that stuff's coming in, when you're receiving all that Ten of Pentacles stuff. It will make sense why you had to walk away. It's almost like, okay, if I had given this person a chance, I wouldn't have received all of this. So now I can see why I was led down this path and why my gut told me to walk away. So just trust that. And remember to see how far you've come and grant that person the same path. They need to do that growth and then see how far they've come. They need that time to do that. So keep focusing on you.